Welcome to the Lusitani campaign for Et Impera. In the last part, we started pushing east by taking this region here in preparation for pushing up and taking this province, which is this one here, Magna Germania. But simply because I just want to, well, let's just talk a little bit about strategy. At the moment, what I'm looking to do is wrap round the top of Rome, because you can see Rome is pushing east. And what I'd like to do is possibly get to this point here. It looks like Rome is now pushed out and took Noria, which is one of my favourite provinces. And then I think once we get out about this far so that we can push on Rome from different directions, then we'll probably go to war with Rome, because at the moment Rome is getting the better regions. And of course we got North Africa down here. You can see Rome has pushed through here. So I think once we've got out, taken this area here, so that we can push down on Rome from various directions from the north, because this is the way we're probably going to attack. We'll hold here in Iberia. Once we've got round to, say, about here, Nuria, maybe even down here a little bit, maybe once we get to about here, then we're attack Rome by going for Massilla, come through the Alps, and then push straight down to Rome itself, and then just hold in the west over here. I mean, so the idea is that we'll be able to drive straight for the heart of Rome from the get-go, and this is the way to break Rome, is to go down, push in, take Italia, and then effectively split Rome into sections. And if you can do that, Rome can be defeated. If you start coming up from, say, Africa here, Rome can then push out in this direction, and they've always got this area here across the Adriatic where they can draw on for resources. So it's going to be a question of shock and awe, but it'd be great if I could come from two different directions. I mean, we could probably take Vicentio relatively easily, push through the Alps, and then push down onto Rome that way. We got, first things first, what we got to do is take Tulifurdum, take Flevum and Alabu, and then we'll push down, and I think Rome has got Nuria here, so we would then push down, then that would leave Curia and Octoduran open, which would then give us the plus directly through the Alps, and we could get a double army. But to do that, what we need to do is this research here, so that we've actually can build the Hall of Champions and get access to artillery, because getting through the walls of Roman cities without artillery is very tough, because although we got reasonably good troops, just trying to go up those walls with siege weapons is going to be marginal. And of course we don't have decent siege weapons. If I show you here, I mean, at the moment, the only choice of siege weapons we've got is ladders and light battering rams, and trying to get into a Roman city like that is tricky. It's probably the polite way of saying it. Anyway, we're going to come in here. You can see we've really got the edge, but I want to fight this, again, simply just to minimize casualties. So we're going to get in here and do the fighting. Oh, we got a town surrounded by a river. This could be interesting. Right, start deployment. So we're attacking from there. Other forces are attacking from here, but wow. I can't see a route in here. Curiosity. Well, we could come up. I mean, that would be quite an epic assault process there. Gate here. Could split their forces. I'm kind of a bit inclined to give this a go. So what we'll do is we'll couple of ladders there. Drop the siege equipment. other option is to get up here. Well, it's going to be a bit. We can't come through there. This is quite a tough old city, actually. This is a death trap. Hmm. My instinct is to come up this side here, attack through this area here, on this little bit of water here. We say, for argument's sake, we put this here. It'll have been a little while since I've actually attacked this city, or this type of city. We certainly don't want you. You can drop. And say you can drop. We need troops on here who can, say, break through the opposition. We've got a bit of a dead zone here, which means we could possibly use this as cover, fire along this wall. I think we can use the mass slingers. Do that. General cavalry. I'd like to keep these damage units out the fight unless I have to use them. What have we got left? We got you can, yeah.
We have discovered
If we can, yeah, we can advance up here. Got the entrance there. Just see if we can. These guys can attack. So let's move these guys forward, just to keep everybody distracted. I mean, there is no towers on this side. Nearest tower is just there. There's a couple of towers by the gate here. Now this army is even more beat up than the other one, so maybe I should have grouped them all together. Where's the general? Get these here. Over here.
We hunger for blood and battle. We will pierce their hearts.
Just use the
Slingers.
work on these guys just for the moment. You guys gather out there. Cavalry over here. Slingers. How are we doing over here? Slingers. Yeah, we're kind of grinding these light spear infantry down. Two of you hit these guys.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yep. Pull back. Done your job. Why are these guys back to front?
Swords!
I
Get moving! They will
need to turn you round.
Swords!
Actually, no. Go there.
They will bleed for
The assault's going to come from this side.
slingers!
You focus fire on those.
Warriors!
Focus fire on them.
Berserkers! Warriors, move out!
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Yep.
Swords! Forward!
Push up through the trees. Right, the AI can't make up its mind where it needs to put its troops. It's exactly what I was hoping for. You
Hey, warriors!
start to move into that position so that we can burn the
We
gates.
have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Swords! Now! Melee!
Right,
Fighters ready!
can't push these guys through.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
You fire there, fire across
Missile warriors!
the front wall. Start weaken up these guys, weaken these guys.
Warriors! Make them bleed!
But we now start to push these forward
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
so that we can burn the gate. Here, right,
Swords! Got them! Warriors!
start bringing these guys up.
Get ready! Ready! Lead them! Swords! We'll kill them all!
Wait,
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Fire!
you pull back.
Running! Battle ready!
Wait,
Slingers! All commendable!
all of you back. I want you
Cashew!
pushing forward.
Straps!
Has used all its ammunition.
Slingers!
I think you guys have done enough damage.
Warriors!
Oops, left these guys behind.
Move out!
Bring the
Noble cavalry!
general in. Actually, no, don't want you too close.
Quickly now! Surrender!
Right, we've got the potential.
Shield warriors! Swords!
These guys are under a little bit of pressure.
Weapons! Warriors! Eager for blood! Move out!
You up the walls as well.
The battle is turning in our favor.
How are we doing over here? Right, we've got the breach here.
Spear levy! Hoplites! To Britons! Swords! Ready!
Push these guys in. Up onto the walls.
Orders! Swords! Sword band! Hoplites!
Burning through that gate there. Right, we've now started to breach through the walls here.
Battle ready! Warriors ready! Spears!
Got here gate damage 28%.
Let's go! Swords! Yo! Spears! Warriors!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Wait, don't get too carried away. Get over there. We need to take this high ground first so that we could get the cavalry in. Right, we've neutralized the tower, so
We have captured the gates.
all of you in here. How are we doing over here? We're probably taking a little bit more of a bashing over here. Because we... No, wait.
Weapons ready. Warriors eager for blood. Pikemen ready for orders. Break the lines. Barbarian sword.
Get you guys up the walls. Right, we've now breached here.
Noble cavalry.
Wait, cavalry.
Cavalry. Riders move out. Berserkers.
Not to push our infantry forward.
Heroic nobles. Berserkers. Warriors move out.
The men are wavering.
Who's wavering? Yeah, it's partly because there's no support over this side.
Warriors. Melee warriors. Iberian swords. Battle ready and eager.
Got to drop off here. We
Berserkers.
push these guys this way.
Warriors move out. Warriors.
You push this way.
Draw weapons. Shield warriors.
Got here medium melee infantry.
Berserkers. Cut to slaughter. Orders. Noble
That's the general. We need to make sure he doesn't get exposed.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Yeah,
This
but
is a
it's
shameful
okay.
display.
swords. Iberian swords.
And I could go for the victory point, but
Iberian cavalry.
right, we've got the cavalry in now. General,
Noble cavalry.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Battle. Heavy cavalry. On me.
split some of you off.
Berserkers. Hoplites ready. Iberian swords.
Through.
Heroic nobles.
Push the nobles through. We've got control of this. I mean, there's a capture point there, but we're not going to worry too much about that.
Berserkers. Hoplites ready. Attack their position. Cut them down. Horsemen. Battle ready. Quickly now.
But we've now got this position here. I got my cavalry.
Melee warriors.
These guys have taken a little bit too much damage, but we'll be okay.
Noble cavalry. Swords.
Don't go back. You just stand there.
Warriors. Move out.
Capture that gate. Because that will mean that this cavalry can get in once we got the gate.
Equal. Warriors eager for blood.
You after those. This is quite an interesting siege, actually.
Mounted missile warriors.
No. Yeah, we can bring the general this far. It's my cavalry.
Follow me. Iberian cavalry.
What are you doing up there?
Quickly now. Veteran shield bearers. Noble cavalry. Weapons ready.
Get you
One
in.
of our units has used all its ammunition.
Don't get too close because it's gonna get it's about to collapse.
Noble cavalry.
That should be it. End battle. That was quite an interesting battle. We lost 506, which is a bit expected in an unusual siege like that, having to attack from two sides. But one unit, I think that was just the AOR unit that I recruited, wasn't it? And down they go. Quite like that 19,000, so we're gonna carry on looting, and although we have to rebuild all this, we're gonna take most of the money that we got anyway.
Ready for battle.
I think we'll move you up.
On the move, lads.
Actually, yeah, because you're still in defensive range on the river crossing. Now that gives us a position to strike in this direction and this direction. These guys have got attrition. So we've got there my agents. Where are my agents? I've forgotten. We've got this guy who's on the move over here. Or she's actually a shield maiden. So you're there. You're there. I think this agent can kind of push out down this way, because I'd like to know whether anyone's sending an army through here. You can take a look at these guys. Bit of a convention going here with the Swaby convention. So they might be a bit of a challenge. You want moving up this way. Other agent. I think for the moment, I just want you. You can just deploy here and get a bit of experience. Because eventually we're going to need to know what the Romans are doing, but that's a little bit down the route. Now what we have gained is we've got a well over here in Camelodon, which is giving us a tiny amount of empire maintenance. So we're down to 64.5% empire maintenance. It's still horrible. Very, very horrible. Biatica is -1. Yeah. We've got a Warrior's Lodge. Well, we're going to have to knock down... Well, my instinct is to probably... I mean, eventually it's going to be a long way behind the front line, so we'll probably keep a barracks around here somewhere, but not too close. So we got Sentio, I certainly would like, because that would complete this province here. Well, I think we'll just leave that for the moment. I mean, we're making 14,000. This is fairly solid, but that's no guarantee. Got two armies kind of tied up here, doing very little. In fact, we're gonna just upgrade all of them. Just save some. Doesn't add much to the slingers, but and I mean, I've got two very good armies up here. Kind of effective. I mean, how is this? This is pretty solid. I think we're going to take a chance. We're going to bring this army down this way.
Ready for orders.
And this army is pretty good, but I still would like to keep one strong army in this area, just in case, because we still got these guys hanging around. But I don't think they like us. Oh, they like us because we're in a defensive alliance now. I'm just going to take a quick look at the politics. Yeah, now we've got rid of that thirst for power, which we did in the last part. Let's have a quick flip through to see if any of these guys got any potential promotions. No. Have any wives who wife here? I think we're sent her off to Rome. Love to get her up to that level, and maybe we're going to hit the Ablani again. So it's going to go for an intern. Okay, we got a new political appointment. Generous there. Technology research penalty. Thank you, game. Child is born. Child is born. Construction report. Wow. Right, I've got a feeling that should reduce my empire maintenance fairly well now. We've got 3% off the empire maintenance. That is pretty good. Now, these guys are... Where are they? Come forward.
Warriors all
Army's a little bit.
for the tribe.
Army. Oh, get rid of you. Mercenaries. Here we go. We got the cheapo ones again. Armor 15. Armor 1. Mercenary berserkers. Hired longbows. We're just hiring those. Upgrade you a little bit. Army's taken a little bit of attrition.
Ready for battle.
I think what I'm tempted to do is you go there. What I'm looking to do is to combine our units together so that we've got one rock solid army.
On the move, lads.
We've got this army that's damaged, but this army is ready to go. Now he can actually zap these guys on a river crossing. He's got a bit of cavalry. I think what we'll do is we get 61%. We can't. 26%. I'd like to do is set an ambush there.
For the tribe.
Leave you just there. We'll knock you down. I would like to got here. Storage pit, food, warrior lodge. Got cavalry recruitment there. I think the moment we're just do that. I think we're into, that's the tributary, isn't it? Difficult to see. I think we'll make you into a tributary there because we are going to push this way, but we do need to get rid of these guys first. And we'll see if we can set up a little bit of an ambush for these idiots. You go that way. Yeah, just keeping an eye on these guys. Because we do need to sort these out first. Anything else going on? We got here. Followers of Balloonist, Traders Field. I think we're go with that. How is the version here? Still 39%, but it's rising quite quickly now. Yeah, what we got this here. I'll look for something that will give us 600 with 5 public order, 8 public order. Horrible, horrible, horrible. There's a lot of negative stuff here. I mean, food-wise, we're good. I don't think we can put another sewage. No. Limited. I think the cattle pens could be quite useful because that would improve, so allow us to have armies hanging around here. This is in Gallia. I think we'll put the cattle pens in there for the moment. So we got all this lovely. Let's get to there, but got to get that artillery first. On the bright side is that once we get to this artillery, won't have to worry too much about the what we call it. Having to build a new building. Sorry about that. 5 public order. Part of me says flip to this. Just sanitation, for sanitation. Visual taxes, security against agents. I think maybe we'll flip that. Belgia's solid, what we can hear. That Nvidia down here doing its own thing. Got only a minor. We certainly need Vicentio. Got this slot over here. Fair drainage ditch. Yeah, we're not going to worry too much about that. I think I've got enough time for one more enter, and I'm just going to be interested to see if these guys fall for the trap. Right, we've got the ambush. What's the auto resolve? Well, I think I haven't thought an ambush for a little while, so we're going to go for the ambush. We're in trees, which is going to be a little bit awkward. How come we got an ambush with the rain? Telling us these guys are... We've actually got a very good firing position here. How come I don't get to choose the weather? I think these guys up here would be really good. We've got... It's a bit difficult to tell. In fact, we've got a little bit of a drop area here. So deploy the balls there. You can be the ones that's going to send the balls in. Where's the... So we got slingers up there that can fire down onto them. We can use it to our advantage. I think we'll put some... We'll have... put 2 of these units here. Then we'll have another 2 of these units on this side coming in from the trees. General, I don't really want to risk you, so you can go into there. Where's their kind of missile troops? I can see them. I think there's a couple of units missing. So I think we're got the cavalry at the back here. Ready to strike. What else have we got left? Lots and lots of troops. So ready to go there. And if we can kind of swoop straight in on their general, that will make a difference. Oh, some more slingers, which kind of feel a bit inclined to team up with the cavalry up here. Actually, if we do that, put one of you back working with the cavalry, and then what we'll do is kind of come in like a couple of you off like that. We've got a couple of these berserkers in the center.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Here they come.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Of course, they didn't consider the cavalry, but that's okay.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Shot cab there. Didn't quite go according to plan. Heavy shot cab. You push into them. These guys are breaking. You fall onto the backs of those.
The men are wavering.
Wait, you. You come down into the center there. Drive these off. This didn't go as well as I was hoping it would, but I think yeah, that bluff actually turned in a little bit of a trap for my own men. Slingers. Right, I think we've sorted this lot.
Flee the field of battle.
Yeah.
This is a shameful display.
Slingers. Let's fire onto them. Right. Cavalry. What we got here? Light spear infantry. Where's my... Wait.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
You get into here. Right. The trees are not exactly helping. You...
Our hidden units have been discovered.
You guys come in from behind. Lost a cavalry unit. Where are you? Need to use the cavalry. You go after them. Swordsman. Where's the cavalry? You hit them.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful
Right, we've got... Wait. We've got them encircled. We don't need you. Right, we've got the cavalry now.
The enemy general is dead.
That should finish them off, so... Push on. We've got here... General. I think you guys are quite happily chasing people through the woods. Right, they're going. Going to continue for a little while, just to see if we can actively destroy this army. Yeah, that didn't go as well as I thought it'd be. Kind of that. I think it was a mistake putting the missile troops up here. What we should have done is sealed this pass to contain their general unit. Their general unit was able to do a little bit of damage. I think that's it. So we're just quick battle, end battle. Okay, we lost 446. 4 units got pretty badly beaten up, which is unfortunate. So this army is going to need to refurbish. So I've got 2 damaged armies now, where I was hoping to be able to push straight into Fletham. Don't really want to enslave. I think we'll kill the captives. Right, we've got Chieftain's son comes of age, faction destroyed, son comes of age, military traditions. Right. Got this army here. Only move this far. Get you in the water. I want you to take attrition, so well. You in there, so come this way. But you're the one that's most liable to take the damage, so Need get a little bit of conversion going. This army can't recruit anything at the moment. I'm very tempted to merge these two. Can't do anything about these guys, so they're gonna have to do it. There we got a promotion. Replenishment rate would be, I think we'll go with that. Melee defense. Movement for very light troops. Increased missile attack range. I think we'll go with that. Well, morale during ambush during forest. We probably could have done with that. So we've got that there.
Thirsty for battle.
And
For the
look
tribe.
at the Merc situation. I don't really like the idea of bringing these in. I don't mind them as throwaway units, but
Ready for orders.
I think we need to make these not disband. Make these guys a little bit tougher. I mean, we've got 130,000, so I think we'll go through and raid these armies. This little army here, the general, got another army being around down here.
Ready for battle.
Done you overnight. Got at you.
Thirsty for battle.
I mean, we could bring this army up and he can move into the front line. He's Gallic Spearman, but that would leave this flank a little bit exposed. In fact, what I would have to do is we've got a reasonable income, so if I take you out of patrol, bring you into here, what we need is some more recruits. I think we're going to get for these reformed units.
Find their ending.
You've got 32 armor, 37. You've got 37. I think we're going to get some elite shock. Oops, can't do it that way anyway. And we need some armored spearmen as well. I can't recruit them. Yeah, I think if we build this army up and then we can move him for, he can start to kind of take over the fence there. You
Ready for
stop.
orders.
And then got this little army. It's actually not quite so little anymore. Oops. Upgrade them as well. So I think overall things are good. Quick look. Messages. Nothing there. We're not building anything. A little bit of a problem with public order. Isn't that a surprise? I mean, I could look. Tulifurdum. You're making 390, so untax you so that you can be a little bit happier. So what we need to do is get this army over to work with this army so that he can take Flevum, and then possibly either combine these armies or get this army. In fact, I think I will this army up a bit. Pitch this way.
Starting out.
We've also got the Shield Maiden here, or War Maiden. Want you into this army.
For the tribe.
That will give this army a bit more movement range. This isn't the strongest of armies. In fact, I'm a bit tempted to We don't have any recruitment here, so there's no point doing that. I think this army will have to be the support army for this one, because this army, because this is the better of the two armies. I mean, this was originally just meant to be a kind of a look important defensive army, but maybe we're going to need to reshape this a little bit. But this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we're going to push out and take this Magna Germania. And then, as I said at the beginning, we're just going to squeeze down on across the top of the Romans, so that we got a possible multiple attack level against the Romans. I certainly wouldn't mind catching Noria, Coria, and Octodurum. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.